Welcome to Comic Universe, the only nerd-centric thing you need in your life, and we're starting something for the rest of the entire week of the first week of October. We are kicking off Venom Week, in honor of the upcoming Sony movie, which we don't know will be a hit or not. Guess which side of the fence I'm on. But yeah, so in honor of that, the Comic Universe, for the next few days, is going to be, a lot of our topics are going to be Venom-centric. A lot of our topics are going to be very Venom-centric, and we are going to be doing a lot of stuff revolving around Venom. And it'll all culminate into a Venom movie review, which we'll be brutally honest about. Anyway, so let's get started with, this was kind of the first idea I had, and that is a non-comic lineup, but this would be hosts for the Venom Symbiote. This is hosts for the Venom Symbiote. Yeah. So, yeah. For those who are new here, non-comic lineup is something we do on Comic Universe, where we take non-comic characters, like from video games, anime, books, cartoons, stuff like that, and put them and make up a team using a comic book name, like Avengers or Secret Avengers or something like that. So far on here, we have 4 Horsemen from the Apocalypse and Secret Avengers. And those are both from me, but Jay and C-Dubs are probably going to have something new here too as well. Anyway, so this is going to be a little different, in that this is going to be non-comic hosts, and what would it be like if a character outside of comic books, not counting DC, remember, we're not doing anything from Top Cow, DC, anything like that, but instead it's outside of the comics, and what would it be like if a Venom symbiote was held by one of them? What would that be like if that were the case? So let's dive right into this with, my first character I would like to see, I think would be interesting to have the Venom symbiote, and that is Dipper Pines from Gravity Falls. You may be thinking, really? Dipper from Gravity Falls? Really? I know you're a Gravity Falls fan, DPZ, but why would you give the Venom symbiote to Dipper? Well, first off, I've always wanted to see, what would it be like if you gave the symbiote, or a symbiote, to a young kid? What would that kind of power, and what would it be like to have that kind of voice in your head be like, and having all that power that goes along with it? How would that kid use it? Responsibly? Possibly irresponsibly. I kind of imagine a Carrie situation. And that's what I'm kind of thinking here with Dipper. Now, apparently according to Alex Hirsch, Dipper now has PTSD after the events of Gravity Falls. So he's already mentally unbalanced, as it is. After, all the traumatizing shit in Gravity Falls, and, oh yeah, being possessed by, a horrible dream demon. That kind of helps the situation, too. So, yeah, to have another voice in your head that wants to eat people's brains, yeah, that's not going to do well with him. It's like giving a kid an automatic rifle, and, with no strings attached. That's what it'd be like giving the symbiote to him. That would already fuck with him, and again, it would be like very much like a Carrie situation. Only people would get eaten instead of, blown up. So, there's that. There's, what would it be like with Dipper with the Venom symbiote? And I imagine he'd probably eat Robbie. Just saying, he'd probably eat him. Anyway, moving right along to other characters I could see with the Venom symbiote. Randy Cunningham from Randy Cunningham 9th Grade Ninja. Now again, another young character, but I think Randy would be a little more responsible with the power. Although, I would imagine that he would be a little more, back and forth with the symbiote. He would definitely have a little more, this would be a we, not an I situation, where he would have a little more control. I would imagine all the training he did with as the ninja would help him kind of see through all of that stuff with the Venom symbiote. In fact, I could honestly see him taking on like a Agent Venom, like Flash Thompson Venom approach with that, with the symbiote. So that's how I kind of see with Randy with the Venom symbiote. So moving right along to other characters I could see with it, Raphael, TMNT. Jesus Christ, could you imagine Raph with the symbiote? Raphael with the Venom symbiote? That's terrifying. That's terrifying of itself. He's already got rage issues, and the symbiote feeds on emotions, and it's already not have the best relationships with people, so yeah, that's not gonna go well for anybody. That is not gonna go well for anyone. So yeah, that's a scary truth right there. Now, so yeah, Raphael with the Venom would be another one with the symbiote, but I kind of imagine he'd be a little more in control, but if Raph loses it, he is gonna lose it hard. Yeah. Evey, so moving right along to next character, and the next character would be on this list, Evey from the anime Black Lagoon. Now, Evey would be interesting in that I don't think she would want to have the symbiote at first, but once she starts killing people with it, yeah, she's gonna love it. Especially being able to, like, you know, run into into gunfire and not be hurt, and brutally murder people. As long as she gets to kill people, I think the Venom, she would get along fine with the symbiote. That would be the case in that, they would get along fine. I think they would, honest to God, get along fine with each other. So that's something, that's a big, that would be a big thing right there. In terms of other characters I could see with the symbiote, I think that it would be really interesting to see, I would really like to see, another character I think would be interesting to have the symbiote would be Arrow from Stormhawks. Again, it would be a very much back and forth with those two. I kind of like and I really miss this with Venom, in that we don't do a lot of the duality anymore. We don't really do more of the duality of having another creature in your head, of having a big alien snot ball in your brain. We don't really talk about, how much of is it you thinking all these thoughts, and how much of it is the symbiote. And I'd really like to go back to that. And that's why I kind of pick all these kind of good characters, or, anti-hero type characters with the symbiote. Anyway, following that would be Sashi from Pen Zero Part-Time Hero. She would definitely be another one who'd be really aggressive, and the symbiote would definitely feed on that, on the aggression side. And if she lost it, oh, she'd lose it hard. She's not exactly the most nicest person as it is. She's a bit of a sociopath. So yeah, giving her the symbiote would be like giving a kid, like a toddler, a gun. Wouldn't be fun for anybody. So there you go, guys. That's pretty much all I had to say. Those are my picks for non-comic characters to get the Venom symbiote. So you guys tell us in the comments below, what characters outside of comic books do you think it would be cool to see the Venom symbiote with? And how do you think they would be like with the Venom symbiote? How do you think it would be like if they were Venom? If they did become Venom, and what would it be like for them? How would their relationship with the symbiote be? Just comment below, let us know here on Comic Universe. And once again, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, share our videos and all that. And once again, see you once more in the universe.